to be honest, in the first half. They probably could have been at least 2 up on us, and not 1 up. Because of the mistakes defensively that we were making. The strength of this Sundowns team is not a pace, but through the middle. They like to play through the middle. They like to play little give and goes through the middle, little penetrating passes through the middle, and that's what we worked on in training. And to see it happening in the game, and you're asking yourself, how? Why? Why are we allowing that to happen? So there was my disappointment at half time. That the players weren't following the instruction that was given to them. Now you find yourself 1-0 down. You've got to take more risk in the second half. And the players needed to show character, which they did, I think. In the second half, we changed the formation. We made a few substitutions. Thought it worked, but again, it was only from the set pieces that we really looked like we would threaten them, and that's where the goal comes from, the equaliser. But I thought second half they didn't really hurt us that much. Yes, they started to hurt us a little bit when Pakamani came on because of his pace down the left-hand side, our left-hand side, I mean, and hence the fact we brought on Kunene just to seal that up, and that did seal it up. But then right at the death, we back off again. We give them the space through the middle, and we concede. So I'm gutted, like you said, I'm gutted because I think we could have left here with at least a point, and it would have been an extremely valuable point leading up to the Chipper game. Both in terms of points, obviously, but then also the morale and the belief in the team leading into that game. Now, we've got to sit the whole week looking to lift them again, But it's about everybody now taking responsibility because we can't keep making the same mistakes week in, week out. You simply can't keep making those same mistakes and complaining about the same things. So people need to stand up now and take responsibility. We're always worried about our futures. South Africa, you have to worry about your future. That's the nature of the game. I think it's become absurd, but I can't say that. Because I'll get into trouble if I say so. Can't say that, We knew a long time ago that he was unavailable. And I think the squad that we put out today was strong enough to get us the desired result, What if this and what if that? I can't rely on that. I've got to rely on what I have at my disposal. And I was very, very happy with what I had. So, no. Yeah, definitely. Jeremy, we know the qualities that Jeremy has, But I think, also, to be fair, sometimes I think where I've tried to be very, very careful, we've got to remember we brought in 12 new players. That's a lot of new faces to bring in. 4 of those foreign players that have never played in the PSL before. So if I start throwing all of them in at once, it becomes very, very difficult. They've still got to adapt to the pace of our game. You've even got players like Keegan Buchanan, who was out for a long time. Tami Sangweni's been out a long time. And adapting to the speed of our game and getting back into that is very, very difficult. So we've got to be very careful in terms of how we introduce those players. Possibly today, for example, Clive was a bit too early. Big game for me to throw him in up front. Maybe that's a mistake I made. And probably I should have started with Mosiamedi to relieve that pressure, But it's learning for him, and he'll only get better, So I'm very, very happy with the squad that we have, and I believe we can be way further up the log than what we currently find ourselves. We just need that first one. The point today I think would have been a huge morale booster. So it's about me going in that changing room now and trying to lift their heads. That's what's going to be most important. Unfortunately, I think gone are the days of My time where you used to sit and swear and shout and scream, and I don't think the footballers of today can handle that, you know. So yeah, we're just going to have to put our arms around them and, you know, keep pushing them. Because are they capable of producing a hell of a lot more? Yes, definitely, because I know what I see in training and I see the quality that we have, but it's a case of now producing it on the field. You know, the harsh reality, we are judged on points. None of you care about the fact that we created 22 chances against Black Leopards, yet we lost the game. It means nothing to you. What it means to you is, oh, but you lost. You didn't collect points. Well, I've got to look at those things, because those are important things for us to win games, is that we create the chances. Now, the big worry I have today is in open play we didn't create much. Yet, we created on set pieces, so which has been a problem for us last season and this season. Now, today, all of a sudden, we've created great chances on the set pieces. Can we amalgamate all of those things? And that becomes important. Our league doesn't permit that. That's the harsh reality. But these things don't happen overnight, you know. But I know for a fact they are a lot better than what they showed us tonight. Yeah, exactly. You know, I spoke about it at half time. You know, even the long flow. You know, I sit for hours creating slides, and I'm showing them. And in training, we work on them. We work 2 days solid on set pieces, because we felt that was a weakness of Sundowns. Did it pay off? Yes, it did. But still, our movement. You know, there was a throw-in in the first half. We got the flick on, but there was no one in front of Onyango. But you needed somebody there, and that's what the whole plan was, to have someone in front of him, and we didn't have. You know, that's the instruction that I'm talking about. You know, the players must follow that instruction and believe in it. That becomes important.